What's up, my fantastic human beings? What's going on, guys? I was playing some matches last night, and a brother got all stimulated up in the mind. You know me, thinking about everything at a different level, regardless of the depth of the level. It's at a different level. As I was playing these matches, I find myself at the end of those matches reacting to the outcomes that I had during that specific match with a specific bot against a specific type of red team bot. Does it make sense? Or it would be equivalent to me as a fighter going into a fight, and I'm sizing up my opponent, and I'm seeing, oh, that person is a southpaw. I'm a southpaw. That person has a good long reach, so that person's jab would keep me at bay because I'm a very close up fighter, a peekaboo style fighter, like a Mike Tyson fighter, where he gets up inside the shield, he gets up inside the guard and pummels the body with body shots and uppercuts. Well, that would be equivalent to a stalker, a blitz, or something that is a brawler real quick and then has to dip because they don't have a lot of stamina or HP to back up the fight. They run out of energy real quick. So when I see a fighter that has that jab, but they don't have that hook, or they don't have the good uppercuts in close combat, I'm like, well, I have to work a lot harder to get inside of the guard, because that person's jab is not going to be effective when I'm so close up in their business, when I'm in their Ansel shield, or if I'm in their Aegis shield or whatever, you know. So every fighter I come in contact with, I size them up, I make adjustments, and sometimes my adjustments are to the detriment of my performance. I overcompensate in speed for my lack of power, or I overcompensate with power and I have to sacrifice my speed, which you can see that as being a Natasha, a Fury, a Leo, a Lancelot. Those bots are so effing slow, but they got a lot of power. Others would be like a Blitz. A Blitz has a lot of speed, potentially has a lot of power, but they don't have the stamina. That would be a good one. So every match, I make these adjustments, and I realize I'm wasting precious energy on having to just constantly change my weapons, or feeling like I have to constantly change my weapons and all these other adjustments. And I'm essentially just spinning my wheels because I'm not keeping a consistent approach to my hanger. I'm looking at all these and I'm like, damn, this is actually kind of like a metaphor for life. During this whole coronavirus thing, I'm having to change some of my behaviors that set myself up for failure back before I was aware of these types of changes that I needed to make. An example is, let's say I would stay up all night and I would play War Robots, I would play PUBG, maybe I'll watch a Breaking Bad episode or Better Call Saul or something, and next thing you know, I'm like, because I couldn't fall asleep, I would stay up until like 2:30 in the morning, and I would have to wake up at 4:15 or 5. And I would be so sluggish all day long, and then like, oh man, I can do it. I used to do it in the Army. It was no thing back when I was 20 years old. Now I'm 40 years old. Now I'm tired all the time. My joints ache. I just keep getting sick. I keep getting colds and flus. I was mentioning to some coworkers the other day, or actually yesterday on a conference call, that I used to work in Product Zone in Apple. I was sick 5 times last year. 5. It wasn't strictly just because I was touching all the merchandise that customers would touch. It's not just being in proximity to these people that were probably sick, they didn't even know it, or they were and they just blamed it on allergies. But it was my immune system was compromised because I wasn't getting the rest that I needed. On top of that, when you don't get the rest that you need, you make bad dietary decisions. You don't exercise. Or if your body really needs the rest, you're overdoing it with the exercise and further compromising your immune system. Go figure. So that being said, I'm looking at all the changes that I'm making in my hang, and I'm like, oh man, this is so much like precious energy I'm wasting, and I'm being reactionary. I'm making these adjustments after the fact, instead of making that solid change, making some sound decisions and some sound testing to support the decisions that I'm making. I'm just changing my hanger every single time. So now it's like all the things that I'm experiencing now with this whole coronavirus, this lockdown and social distancing, and I'm having to restructure some of the processes in my life to set my tomorrow up for success. Washing my hands, not just after I go to the restroom or right before I eat, but throughout the course of the day. Wiping down my phone, because I realize that I'm always with my phone and it's always up in my business. And I don't know what I just touched because I'm not consciously aware of it. And I'm going to grab my phone and putting it up to my mouth and be like, what's up? Hey mom, what's going on? Or what's up, boo? I love you. Hey dad, what's up? And all up in my schnit. Or being around a lot of groups of people and shaking hands with, I don't know where your hands have been, bro. Like, for real. Drops. What is that song? If you like it, put a ring on it. If you like me, you better put some things on it and, clean your hands before you shake mine. So think about like all the things that you're going through in your life, you're forced to be home in your home habitat. What adjustments are you having to make? If you're making any at all, you could be one of those people that I don't give a F. I'm just chilling. Good for you. And you're the type of person I don't want to be shaking hands with, because you're probably the type of person that go to the bathroom, goes to the mirror, gives yourself a little 1-2 look over, and walk out without washing your hands. Or be the one that you don't even wash your hands, you just hit the water because you know people are watching and listening. I know you just went to the bathroom. I know you did. And you're over there sprinkling some water on your hands and grabbing a paper towel. Just water, no soap. I know those people around, I watch them too. I watch them in a reflection of the little, like in the, it'd be funny. I'm at a restaurant. I go to the restroom and I'm maybe at the urinal. And you know how in the urinal, most places, it's nice and shiny because they sanitize that. It's nice and shiny. And you get just enough reflection. You can see the person, because I'm looking at where people are around me. I'm using the reflection in the tile. That's just what I was trained to do. And now I'm aware of everyone around me. I'm listening to proximity as much as I can, because a lot of the times I can't hear it, so I have to overcompensate with visuals. And I'm looking, dude, you just went over to the sink. And you didn't even turn it on. You just looked at yourself in the mirror. You nasty behind looking, nasty behind. Yeah, having to change communication styles with your spouses, with your children. Saw a meme the other day. Now parents are realizing that it's not the teacher. It's your gosh dang children. Badass little children. Making everyone's life a miserable life. I thought that meme was funny as heck. How are you communicating with your spouses, with your significant others? If you're in the same household, which is friends, roommates. What if you just have children? What if you're by yourself? You can't leave your house. I mean, I'm sure you can leave your house, but you can't go far. Your social interaction with people is cut off. How are you handling that? Sooner or later, this all is going to be lifted. You're going to have to go back to your life. Are you going to be a better version of what you are currently, or what you were yesterday before this whole coronavirus thing hit? Are you a better version of yourself? An updated 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 3.1? Or are you going to be the same person you were yesterday as you are today, because you're not changing, you're not adapting, you're not being proactive? I hope you're the latter. I hope you're the person that is updating yourself. I hope you're the person that is becoming a better version of yourself. Because I want to associate with people that are updated versions, that hold themselves accountable to low standards, that up their standards, that are always learning. Because that means that you have something to teach me. I have something to teach you. That's love, y'all. That's tribe, man. But yeah, just thought about that. Just rambling. So it's that Popo. He's setting up a speed trap. I saw you. Isn't that interesting about speed traps? They hide to catch you. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Hey, y'all, have a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, and wonderful evening. And no matter where you are in the world, I hope you, your friends, and your family, specifically your family, are happy, healthy, and safe. Be safe. Clean your hands. Don't be a dirty butt. I love you guys. Peace.